Hárbarðsljóð, Hárbarð's song, the poem of Hárbarð. Odin in disguise and Thor meet at a fjord crossing. Odin refuses to ferry Thor over the water, and the two engage in a ritual exchange of insults. Hárbarðsljóð is typical and atypical of this kind of exchange or fleeting, a verbal battle common in Germanic literature. The best known examples are the exchange between Beowulf and Unferth in Beowulf, or between Hagen and the ferryman in the Nibelungenlied. Typically, the winner is the contestant best able to prove his courage and manhood, while demonstrating the cowardice, laziness, and effeminacy of his opponent. In Hárbarð's song, however, such is Odin's use of strategy and rhetoric, and so slow-witted is Thor, that Odin emerges a clear winner, despite the obvious advantages Thor has in strength and courage in battling against giants. The nub of Hárbarð's song, however, be the statement in verse 24 that Odin owns the nobles who fall in battle and Thor owns the race of thralls, establishing the difference between the cults of the two deities. Or, as Carol Clover has suggested, the poem may be intended as a parody of the usual fleeting poem. The poem is composed in a motley collection of meters, Ljóðháttr, Málaháttr, some unrecognizable meters, and some odd bits of prose. Many of the episodes alluded to by the two gods are unknown from any other sources. Hárbarðsljóð. Thor was on his way back from a journey in the east, and came to an inlet. On the other side of the sound was a ferryman with a boat. Thor called out, "Who is that fellow yonder, on the further shore of the sound?" The ferryman spake, "What kind of a peasant is yon, that calls o'er the bay?" Thor spake, "Ferry me over the sound, I will feed thee therefore in the morning. A basket on I have on my back, and food therein none better. At leisure I ate ere the house I left, of herrings and porridge so plenty I had." The ferryman spake, "Of thy morning feats art thou proud, but the future thou knowest not wholly. Doleful thine homecoming is, thy mother, methinks, is dead." Thor spake, "Now hast thou said, to each must seem the mightiest grief, that my mother is dead." The ferryman spake, "3 good dwellings, methinks, thou hast not. Barefoot thou standest, and wearest a beggar's dress. Not even hose dost thou have." Thor spake, "Steer that hither the boat, the landing here shall I show thee. But whose the craft that thou keepest on the shore?" The ferryman spake, "Hirdolf is he who bade me have it, a hero wise. His home is at Rathsea Sound. He bade me no robbers to steer, no stealers of steeds, but worthy men, and those whom well do I know. Say now thy name, if over the sound thou wilt fare." Thor spake, "My name indeed shall I tell, though in danger I am, and all my race. I am Odin's son, Meli's brother, and Magni's father, the strong one of the gods. With Thor now speech canst thou get, and now would I know what name thou hast." The ferryman spake, "Hárbarð am I, and seldom I hide my name." Thor spake, "Why shouldest thou hide thy name, if quarrel thou hast not?" Hárbarð spake, "And though I had a quarrel, from such as thou art, yet none the less my life would I guard, unless I be doomed to die." Thor spake, great trouble, methinks, would it be to come to thee, to wade the waters across and wet my middle. Weakling, well shall I pay thy mocking words, if could cross the sound. I come. Hárbarð spake, here shall I stand and await thee here. Thou hast found since Hrungnir died no fiercer man. Thor spake, fain art thou to tell how with Hrungnir I fought, the haughty giant whose head of stone was made, and yet I felled him and stretched him before me. What, Hárbarð, didst thou the while? Hárbarð spake, 5 full winters with Thjálfi was I, and dwelt in the isle that is Algrón called. There could we fight and felled the slain, much could we seek, and maids could master. Thor spake, how won ye success with your women? Hárbarð spake, lively women we had, if they wise for us were. Wise were the women we had, if they kind for us were. For ropes of sand they would seek to win, and the bottom to dig from the deepest dale. Wiser than all in council I was, and there I slept by the sisters 7. And joy full great did I get from each. What, Thor, didst thou the while? Thor spake, Thiatsi I fell, the great giant fierce, and I hurled the eyes of Alvaldi's son to the heavens hot above. Of my deeds the mightiest marks are these, that all men since can see. What, Hárbarð, didst thou the while? Hárbarð spake, much lovecraft I wrought with them who ride by night, when I stole them by stealth from their husbands. A giant heart with hell birth, methinks. His wand he gave me as gift, and I stole his wits away. Thor spake, thou didst repay good gifts with evil mind. Hárbarð spake, the oak must have what it shaves from another. In such things each for himself. What, Thor, didst thou the while? Thor spake, eastward I fared, of the giants I felled, their ill-working women who went to the mountain. And large were the giants' throng, if all were alive. No man would be there. In Midgard moor, what, Hárbarð, didst thou the while? Hárbarð spake, in Valand I was, and wolves I raised, princes I angered, and peace brought never. The noble will fall in the fight hath Odin, and Thor hath the race of the thralls. Thor spake, unequal gifts of men wouldst thou give to the gods, if might too much thou shouldest have. Hárbarð spake, Thor has might enough, but never a heart. For cowardly fear in a glove wast thou fain to crawl, and there forgot thou wast Thor. Afraid there wast thou. Thy fear was such, to fart or sneeze, lest Fjalar should hear. Thor spake, thou womanish Hárbarð, to hell would I smite thee straight, could mine arm reach over the sound. Hárbarð spake, wherefore reach over the sound, since strife we have none? What, Thor, didst thou do then? Thor spake, eastward I was, and the river I guarded well, where the sons of Svarling sought me there. Stones did they hurl, small joy did they have of winning. Before me there, to ask for peace did they fare. What Hárbarð did thou the while? Hárbarð spake, Eastward I was, and spake with a certain one. I played with a linen white maid, and met her by stealth. I gladdened the gold-decked one, and she granted me joy. Thor spake, Full fair was thy woman finding. Hárbarð spake, Thy help did I need then, Thor, to hold the white maid fast. Thor spake, Gladly had I been there, my help to thee had been given. Hárbarð spake, I might have trusted thee then, didst thou not betray thy troth? Thor spake, No heel-biter am I, in truth like an old leather shoe in spring. Hárbarð spoke, What, Thor, didst thou the while? Thor spake, In Hlessi, the brides of the berserkers slew I. Most evil they were, and all they betrayed. Hárbarð spake, Shame didst thou win, that woman thou slewest, Thor. Thor spake, She-wolves they were like, and woman but little. My ship, which well I trimmed, did they shake. With clubs of iron they threatened, and Thjálfi they drove off. What, Hárbarð, didst thou the while? Hárbarð spake, In the host I was, that hither fared, the banners to raise, and the spears to redden. Thor spake, Wilt thou now say that hatred thou soughtest to bring us? Hárbarð spake, A ring for thy hand shall make all right for thee, as the judge decides who sets up two at peace. Thor spake, Where foundest thou so foul and scornful a speech? More foul a speech I never have before heard. Hárbarð spake, I learned it from men, the men so old, who dwell in the hills of home. Thor spake, A name full good, to heaps of stones thou givest, when thou callest them hills of home. Hárbarð spake, Of such things speak I so. Thor spake, Ill for thee comes, thy keenest of tongue. If the water I choose to wade, louder I ween than a wolf thou criest, if I blow of my hammer thou hast. Hárbarð spake, Sif has a lover at home, and him shouldest thou meet. More fitting it were on him to put forth thy strength. Thor spake, Thy tongue still makes thee say what seems most ill to me. Thou witless man, thou liest, I ween. Hárbarð spake, Truth do I speak, but slow on thy way thou art. Far hast thou gone, if none in the boat thou hast fared. Thor spake, Thou womanish Hárbarð! Here hast thou held me too long. Hárbarð spake, I thought not ever that Asatru would be hindered by a ferryman thus from firing. Thor spake, One counsel I bring thee now. Row hither thy boat, no more a scoffing set Magni's father across. Hárbarð spake, From the sound go hence, the passenger thou hast not. Thor spake, The way now show me, since thou takest me not o'er the water. Hárbarð spake, To refuse it is little, to fare it is long, a while to the stock and a while to the stone. Then the road to thy left till Verlin thou reachest, and there shall Fjorgyn her son Thor find. And the road of her children she shows him to Odin's realm. Thor spake, May I come so far in a day? Hárbarð spake, With toil and trouble perchance, while the sun still shines, or so I think. Thor spake, Short now shall be our speech, for thou speakest in mockery only. The passage thou gavest me not I shall pay thee if ever we meet. Hárbarð spake, Get hence, where every single thing shall have thee.